Thank you so much for tuning in for yet another banger stellar episode. This is our entertainment, where I see and I report back when I tell you that I'm back again with another seasoning. I'm back again with another juicy story. Buckle up, get your drink, get your snacks, and let's get this rodeo on the road. On today's particular show, we are going to be speaking about the Real Housewives. When I tell you that we need to call bravo to the front, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 17, episode 12. I don't know if it's an anticlimax or a plateau, or is it disappointment, or am I enjoying it? I am genuinely confused in 12 season in. But one thing is for sure, I have something to say about it. But before I do, you already know what to do. Grab that drink, grab that popcorn, grab whatever it is that's going to get you nice and comfy before or here's drive. Listen to me while you guys are on your way to work or from work. Whatever it is that's going to get you comfortable and get us talking. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I think the biggest thing I want to see you guys do is comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are on this sizzling topic that we're going to be speaking about in our New York streets today. We're going straight down to Atlanta. Real Housewives, season 17, episode 12. Honestly, I don't know how to feel about this show. I don't know, honestly, how to feel about this show. I don't know if I'm hitting an anticlimax, a plateau, or am I genuinely enjoying it? I'm watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta and I'm genuinely confused. Shamea, baby. Shamea is so boring as a housewife. I've heard it in the YouTube streets. People have been saying that she's boring, and I have to agree. I have to 110% agree. Shamea has no clapbacks. She has no shades. She doesn't throw anything. She was in an argument with Portia, and whatever Portia was saying, she was saying right back at her. It was like, girl, be creative. Wear your claps back. What do you have to say that's juicy and saucy? Like, I am genuinely not enjoying her as a housewife. And the truth is, it's such a shocker. It is honestly such a shocker because Shamea was so amazing as a friend. And I feel like what needs to happen is they need to retract that peach from her, and they just have to make her a friend, because watching her as a friend is truly entertaining as compared to watching her as a housewife. Yes, she has all the accolades that would make a housewife a housewife. She's married, she's rich, she has money, she's bowling, she has all these amazing things, and she has a lovely personality. But in terms of matching into the group, sometimes she feels like she's doing too much. Even when she's being a friend to Kelly, she feels like she's doing too much. At some point, you're like, girl, who are you? What are you doing? I felt like the first time she was introduced last season, I was like, let's give her time. But now I'm like, no, grab that peach back. Let's give it to someone else, please, because she doesn't have the attributes to be a housewife. That funniness, that quirkiness, that clapback, that shade, that quick on her toes, that thinking, that niche that makes you an Atlanta housewife, a Georgie Peach. Baby, she doesn't have it. And I'm really sorry to say it, but it's the truth. Let's go down to Angela Oakley. Ooh, that Oakley tree. When I tell you that Angela Oakley has all the accolades and is a true housewife, she's poised, she's eloquent, she's quick with her reads, she has the comebacks, I like how she reads in style, her level of classiness. You know, the only thing I wish Bravo would have given us is to see Angela Oakley side by side with Kenya Moore. Because every time I watch Angela Oakley, I always think to myself, could you imagine her on screen with Kenya Moore? The thing is, they could have been enemies and it would have still been nice to watch. They could have been friends and they would have still been nice to watch, because they give the same level of elegance and classiness and shade when it comes to the screen. I love Angela. She is a true Georgia Peach through and through. Kelly is rowdy, so we're going to leave our Kelly right there. She's okay for the show, because you always have to have that one rowdy peach. You have to have that one that just starts the fire. That's like a little boomerang, so she's okay. who I honestly want to speak about is K Michelle. I'm not enjoying K Michelle as much as I thought I would. But what I have said to myself is I think we need to just give her time. We need to give her time to warm up to the ladies. We need to give her time to warm up to Atlanta streets. We need to give her time to warm up to the Real Housewives and how they work and how they maneuver. I think one more thing is that she takes a lot of things very personally. She needs to start not taking things too hard as she does. So I feel like we need to get a second season. I feel like season 2, she's probably going to warm up. She's like a Drew Sidora in the beginning. She was very very shy, not sure of her place, not sure how to present herself on the screen. But now, after a couple of seasons under her belt, she looked at K Michelle and she said, "You need to learn how to speak up for yourself." I said, "Drew, baby, is that you throwing shade?" So K Michelle just needs a couple more seasons and then she'll be nice and seasoned. When it comes to Phaedra, honestly, I like Phaedra. As much as I feel like she doesn't really bring much to the table, but I like her. I feel like Phaedra, Cynthia, and Shamea, the three of them could honestly just be friends to the show. They don't have to hold the peach, but they could just be friends to the show and they'd be okay. And Pinky darling, I like Pinky. I like Pinky because Pink is versatile. We not only get to see her as a Georgie Peach Real Housewives, but we also get to see her real life. She's very relatable. And I feel like on the screens, sometimes we need someone that's relatable. We see her going through her challenges. We see her being in a committed relationship. She is a joy to watch because she's very relatable to a lot of people. So I really like the fact that we get to see someone who's different, who thinks differently, who's more career-orientated, business-orientated, who's about that bag. She's a breath of fresh air. Even her hairstyle, the fact that she doesn't even wear wigs, she's just a breath of fresh air. And I like her. Portia is Portia, and Portia must just be seated there because I like it. I still say this. I said this on the last episode that I threw. I'm going to repeat it again. I feel like the only thing these girls are missing is the unity. Because the same way the Real Housewives thrives on drama, it also thrives on sisterhood and having a bond. We need to see these ladies come together. Because the minute they actually have a bond, the minute they have a sisterhood, we enjoy it more because the minute the drama escalates, it's more palatable. It's more nicer to watch simply because it comes from history and sisterhood. I feel like sometimes we need to call a couple of these old housewives to come back to the screen and show them how the Real Housewives of Atlanta needs to be carried out. Call Nini. Call Kenya. Please have them on speed dial and bring them back to the show. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in on 9 Entertainment. I'll see you on another one. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what you guys think of season 17 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta.